that is a rabbit hole you don't want to go down because once you start seeing stuff, you're like, well, where else?
Party crashers, grab a seat. Big Party and Molly are ready. This is the Big Party Show. Welcome to the Big Party Show.
What's the numbers in? 402-915-0962. Also, bpscrasher@gmail.com. You know, we got an email from someone, a party crasher. She was wearing her Party Crasher t-shirt. And she said that her husband's secretary used to listen to the show on the radio, had no idea that we were doing a podcast. So they talked about it for a while. Yeah.
That's awesome. So now we have a new listener.
Yeah, we have one, which made me think about things like how many people don't know. So
yes.
We want you guys, if you can, just tell one person or text somebody, because this is probably the fourth or fifth time this week that somebody has brought this up to me, that this person doesn't know and that person doesn't know. So when you think about it, those people that don't know about the Big Party Show podcast are suffering. They're sad.
Their life has no purpose. They live in a wasteland of no entertainment.
Yes. They're just, all right. So when I took, I stopped into the vet and I picked up some medicine for Remy. And I have just an automatic account there. They just bill me there. And then they
you're there so often.
Yeah. They send me the receipt. Right. And so, what it was is that, and then I ran into a friend, Bickham. You remember Jason Bickham? Yeah, I ran to him, and his dog was there. I had no idea, and I haven't seen Bickham in a while. And so what happened was I was talking to him, just old school radio talk, you know. And this woman behind the counter goes, "Wait a minute, hold on one second." And she goes, "Your email is bigpartyshow@hotmail.com." And I said, "Yeah, I'm Big Party," because I know she was going to ask.
Right.
And Bickham was like, "No, it's because he likes the Big Party Show so much, he created an email address." He's that big of a fan. So anyway, she didn't know either that we were doing this at all. People think we just disappeared. So I don't know how to get people to go and spread the word, but it would be great if we could, because I know how many listeners we had on the radio.
Right.
And we're not at that level on our podcast yet. That's a lot of listeners, but we do have a lot of party crashers. Don't get me wrong, but not all of them.
Right.
And, you know, frankly, there's nothing good to listen on the radio really much lately anyway.
Oh, it's bad.
You know, it's pretty bad. And Molly's in town right now in Omaha. And so you get a chance to listen.
I punch around. I like to hear all the different shows just because we did it for so long, you know, and we know a lot of these people.
Yeah.
So it's like listening to a friend. And it is interesting. Like, so I got in town just the other day, and I can't tell you how many people I've run into who are like, "I so miss you guys in the mornings."
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm like, "Well, we've got this podcast." And they're like, "Oh my God." You know, I mean, it is interesting when you say that about people not, and then there are people who know, they're like, "I totally listen." Like, I ran into somebody last night and they were talking about how they're behind. Like, summer's just been crazy. And she's like, "But I look forward to it because I'll have so much to catch up on."
Yes. And I know the exact numbers of how much, we know the exact numbers of how many people listen and when they listen and tune in. And, you know, and you guys know, we don't have to sell you guys because you're already listening. You already know that you can listen any time of the day, just not in the morning. But the beauty about cars, you know this, you can just listen on your way to work like you used to without being interrupted by any music or anything like that. Just pure 100% entertainment. How's Omaha?
Okay, so I am so excited.
Yeah.
We have, my nephew has picked out the kitty.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going to be an auntie.
I'm going to be a cant. A cat.
I'd be careful.
I know.
No one.
Cant.
Not the other word.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You've got a dirty mind. But we have named him.
Okay.
So we all were like spitballing names, and my name was chosen. I feel so honored.
Really?
So I will let you know when Ira Galaxy Destroyer comes to the house.
All right. That's the name, Ira Galaxy Destroyer?
Yes. My nephew wanted Galaxy Destroyer. He's like, no matter what, it's going to be whatever Galaxy Destroyer. I was like, okay. And so we were all throwing out names, and I was like, the name that I love and Murray was almost named was Ira.
Okay.
And he was like, I was like, it's a great name. It's a great name for a cat. So this guy's going to be, so we get to meet Ira. Like
nice.
Monday or Tuesday. I'm
Very
so
nice.
excited.
You're a cunt.
I'm a cunt.
I can call you a cunt.
Yeah, so we're all super excited. This woman is, she fosters for the Humane Society.
Okay.
So there's like a whole litter of kitties.
Yeah.
And it's funny because she's like, does your sister want one?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, absolutely not. Now, you know that Murray and Peter are adversaries. They've never really been, there's always like, because I think they're both vying for my affection. And so I was like, the one thing that would bring them in solidarity is the idea of a new cat being brought to the house. I think that would be the one time that Peter and Murray are like, I see you. And we agree on this. Like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And I told her, I was like, there's no way. There's not a world that we live in that we can get a kitten. And then she was like, well, don't think of it as a replacement for Murray. Like, adopting. No, she goes, don't think of this as like adopting, Murray's eventual replacement. Yeah. I was like, girl, what did you just say?
You know what? It might add more life to Murray.
No. He's a 17-year-old cat.
He'll play. He'll play.
No.
You don't want him to play anymore. Hey, by the way, there's a story that just came out, a study on cats in the New York Times.
Oh.
It said that cats, you know how sometimes cats groom each other?
Uh-huh.
They're not doing it as a love thing. They're doing it to be annoying to the other cat.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that funny?
Oh my God, that's so great.
Yeah.
Like, oh, does this bother you?
Uh-huh.
Is this like
yes, it does. Yes, it does. I didn't know that. That's a funny study.
Neither did I.
Yeah. So anyway, you're a cunt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to the cunt world.
I will share a video with you.
Okay.
So Ira is very smart.
All right.
So there's a video. They have like a Ring doorbell in the room with the kittens just to be able to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
He climbed up on top of the dresser that it's on and knocked it off.
Really? Don't watch me.
Yes. He's like, I think you're videoing me without my consent. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Don't watch me.
Mm-mm.
That's awesome. All right. So we got Fun-Plex. We got a 4-pack of tickets we're going to be giving away this week again. And we need a keyword. Of course, I'm not prepared for a keyword, but you got to take
Splash.
Splash. Look at that.
Splash.
Right.
SPLASH, because that's what you're going to be doing when you get in the water at Fun-Plex.
And so take it to bigpartyshow.com, and also on our social media there'll be some stuff there as well. You can get entered. In a few weeks we're going to be giving away the cabana for 6, which is on the Friday night rides is just all rides. As soon as that water park closes, then that is the next thing that's happening there. Anyway, you know how it works. All right, so they just came out with the Orkin's 2026 Bedbug cities list.
Sick.
Yes.
Tell me where Chicago's at.
Well, if you really want to know, Chicago is number 1 with a bullet. Yes, you're not only the rat capital of the world.
I know.
But you're now the bed bug.
So I have done this in the past where I have, so the thing in Chicago is that there is alleys, right?
Yeah,
that's where we take our trash out. That's where we, our garages are. And people will put things out in the alley. And a lot of times they'll put out mattresses. And I've sent you pictures before where
that's
people.
Gross.
And one of my favorite mattresses that I ever found was one that had a note on it that said no bed bugs.
Yet.
And I was like, well, obviously I'm going to take you at your word. I mean, if you went to the, I was like, are you nuts?
Who would pick up a mattress from the side of someone's outside? I have
no idea. And the worst is when you see a mattress out there and then it like rains that night and you're
gross.
Like, somebody has to, like the garbage people when they come through have to pick up a wet mattress. Like, how much does that weigh?
A lot.
Like if you see a queen size mattress that's been out in a rainstorm for 4 hours, like what is that like?
What's grosser than a mattress on the side of what's grosser than that?
Nothing. There's nothing. I mean, and just the fact that somebody put hey, just to let you know, no bed bugs. I was like, oh, well, that makes the difference. Now I'm totally going to pick up your alley mattress.
What's grosser than that? I don't know if anything.
No, it's pretty bad. It's pretty gross. And we are still considering
getting
a new mattress. And that was one of the things I was like, what do we do with our old mattress? I think they haul it away. The place that we were looking at is like, oh, and we'll take your old mattress, which is great.
Okay.
Because then you don't have to worry about it and we don't have to be nasty alley mattress people.
Yeah, you don't.
Because I don't want to create more. I don't want to contribute to the problem.
No. All right, so here we go.
Okay.
Used mattress from a stranger is generally considered the ultimate nightmare of secondhand furniture, is what it says. And the reason being is because humans shed millions of skin cells. We've talked about that. And sweat out an average of 26 gallons of fluid per year.
Whoa! I need to send this to Peter and be like, dude.
Older beds quickly become breeding grounds for bacteria, dust mites, and fungal spores. How old is your mattress? You guys have lived in that house a long time, and it came from the other person. I can't even believe you kept the mattress.
No. The mattress didn't come from the other person.
bed frame did.
The bed frame.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Right.
It's our mattress.
Okay.
It's just, it came with the bed frame, and it's one of those that's an elevated bed frame where it's got drawers underneath, and then I hate it so much because it's got shelves behind you.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah, and Peter loves it. He's like, I can put my stuff here. I was like, that's what a bedside table is for. We don't need a little junk hollow right behind our heads while we sleep. It drives me crazy because I read in bed a lot.
Yeah.
And it's hard to put them because the little cubbies are so big that if you put your pillow up, it'll slide into the cubby.
Okay.
Because it's that's wide. And so for me, it's really hard to get comfortable. Anyway, it's just another reason. Peter has been coming around. He's like, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to. And I was like, okay, well, what are we, like, you met somebody? Like, what are we talking about here? He's like, I have a crick in my neck and I've had it for a while. And I think it's the mattress.
Oh, boy.
I was like, what did you just say?
Uh-huh. It's the mattress.
Yes. And so it is allowed there to be a crack in the door. And I am so excited. It took everything in him to admit that it is an uncomfortable mattress. And I was like, yes.
All right. So now you're in.
Vindication.
It's an in.
Yep.
Okay. So your frame is a queen? Is that?
Yeah. Well, I bought a king size frame and it's in a box in our room.
That's right.
So it's just waiting to be assembled.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
people.
it was.
Yeah.
It was 2024.
All right. So we're going to go down the rest of this list. A rental house or Airbnb mattress. This is going to make me not stay ever.
No.
Think
of all the randos that have been sleeping in that.
That's what it
you
says.
Are. Yeah.
It says you have no idea whose bodily fluids, sweat, skin cells have soaked through those sheets.
Well,
Gross.
they clean the sheets. It's not that. I'm saying the mattress. The sheets, I'm not worried about.
No.
They always swap those out or, put clean ones on.
All right. So this is the next thing that's grosser, not grosser, but as gross. Public transportation seats.
Why?
It says, think about how many thousands of strangers' clothes, sweat, and germs have been rubbed into a city bus or subway seat that never gets wiped down or washed.
What is this? The violet? Stop.
Yeah.
Just.
All right. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Used mattress retailers. What? There's a well-documented black market where old, heavily stained mattresses are simply recovered with new fabric and sold as refurbished.
Stop. Who buys a refurbished mattress?
I don't even know what that is. And then we have hotel beds with no protectors. I never check if there's a protector on a hotel bed.
No, I don't either.
I found my black light, too.
That is a rabbit hole you don't want to go down because once you start seeing stuff, you're like, well, where else?
Yeah, I have that. We bought this hardcore black light flashlight for the beach.
Yeah.
I finally found it, and I thought to myself, I should just see how it works. But then I said, no, not in my house. I don't want to know.
No.
I don't want to know anything. Not like that.
No.
And then a public keyboard, of course. I guess people don't really wash down mouses and keyboards. So
we do at work. It's really interesting because we share stations.
Yeah.
Like I don't have an assigned, I mean, I work and then the person who comes in next and after me, he works in that same station and we wipe everything down. It was weird to do. Like, cause I mean, we have wipes there and they're like, and I remember when I first started, I didn't because it's like, I never thought about it. And then people would come in and the first thing they would do was wipe down everything in their station. I was like, okay, I guess I should be doing that.
Yeah, you probably should.
So I started, but it's weird. Like it's not, cause I'm not a germaphobe that way.
Yeah.
I don't, like I don't give it a lot of thought. I don't worry, but, it does make sense, especially in the winter, is when I started doing it because I was like, everybody's like, somebody had strep. And I'm like, well, when did they stop working? Like, did they have strep the last shift they did? Like that kind of thing. And I was like, okay, I gotta.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly.
I never thought of that. I mean, of all places I've worked, like the last radio station, I never cleaned anything once.
No.
And the microphones, I mean, even this microphone that we're on right now, I don't know who was on this thing.
No, but I worry less about that. I'm like, whatever. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. We're at the new Omaha library. I don't know if I want to share this, but I'm just going to. They have the do space is still here. And Molly hasn't had a chance to check it out yet, but it's amazing. All the different things you can do here. They have those, what do you call those? 3D printers. They have embroidery engraving things. And it's all for free.
That's cool.
Including this room right here. You just have to reserve it. And this is by far the best studio I've ever been in.
It's really nice.
This is incredible.
It's really nice.
I never would have known this. So originally what we had planned, because Molly and I both have studios at our homes, is I was just going to record from home. And then finally, so we got my stepmother who works for the library. She told me about this room. And I was like, there's a podcast room there. I can just get Molly in there. And so I went and checked it out. And I'm like, I want a podcast from here. I mean, there's enough mics. How many mics are there? 4 mics?
Yeah.
There's 4 mics in here. We can have Ann in here. We can have the kids in here.
I know. Wouldn't that be wild?
We can just sit here and BS when you're in town. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at right now. This library. Wait till you check it out.
I'm excited to do. I don't know if I'll be able to do it today, but we're recording here again, so I'll have more time. But yeah. I didn't know about the embroidery. That's fascinating. I would love to embroider something while I'm here.
I was watching a lady, she's there right now. I was watching a lady do I don't know what she was doing, but it was pretty cool. It was like a big white sheet. She was embroidering this design around the whole thing. I'm not sure if it's a type of thing where you can program it.
You probably, I mean, it wouldn't be because you would put it in like whatever, but I would love to have I wish I had a jean jacket here because I would love to have embroidery like on the back of the jean jacket. Like it'd be funny to put Party Crasher on there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
This is a whole new thing because if we can figure that out, then we'll do it. I mean, you can finally get that Who Farted hat embroidered.
Thank God. It's been a lifelong dream.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the T-shirt, but I want the matching hat.
It's embroidered.
I really do. Yes. Real high end.
Yeah. I wanted someone to check it out when we're done. So if you haven't been to the new library, the parking sucks. Where'd you park?
Oh my God. The parking lot is an issue.
Okay. There's a downstairs parking. Everyone, it's funny because when you pull off a Dodge, everyone just constantly circles waiting for somebody. There's probably about 50 parking spaces.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
But downstairs below, there's a road that goes down and there's a parking garage and there's other all new parking area.
How do you get down there?
When you pull in off of Dodge, you just hang a quick right and it goes down.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes around. It looks like you're exiting, but you're not.
Okay.
You're exiting and also you're going down to the parking garage.
There was one spot and I got it and that was great.
Yeah.
And then while I was walking in, somebody else was leaving, but there was somebody circling too. And I was like, is this all the parking that they have?
I did it the first time. And then I would sit there. The first time I came here, I sat there in the parking lot and I waited for someone to come out. And I'm like, this same thing. I'm like, this sucks. This parking is awful.
Yeah, well, especially like
nobody goes to the library. You know what I mean?
And this place, I will say this, it is packed.
Yes.
There are families here. There are just people like doing stuff. I love seeing so many people at the library.
Nuts. And then out back where I parked, there's like a little playground area, like an artsy one for kids.
Okay.
And then there's also a bunch of tables with chairs that you can sit and read. I saw a guy just chilling back there when I got here. I only found that parking lot because when I finally got a parking spot here, I'm walking in and I see these people walk up through the stairs.
Okay.
I was like, oh, there must be parking down there. And then I found it today. I was going to text you, but I wanted you to experience.
You're like, let's see how nice. You're like, let's trick her into seeing what she does.
Yeah.
I'm like parking on Dodge Street. They're like, you can't park here, lady.
You can't park there.
No.
And also before we go, we'll motivate here in just a second, but I do want to say happy anniversary to Wylene. Friday was our anniversary.
Aww.
Yeah, it was great. We went to Biaggi's.
Oh.
Yeah, we went to Biaggi's, and they have gluten-free stuff for Wylene.
Great.
They had this, I just went ahead and got this chicken and sausage. I don't know what it's called, but it's amazing. And I don't really go off the menu like that.
It's normally a chicken and sausage pasta?
No, it's not a pasta. It's a hearty. It's got potatoes in there. It's got some red peppers in there.
Yum.
It was like a stew. But it was so amazing. I'm like, I need to go home and make this. And I thought it was like a garlic sauce that was on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love garlic, but sometimes garlic sauces could be too garlicky for me, you know? And so I got it to risk it. And then, amazing. But happy anniversary to Wylene. I didn't get her anything.
That's okay.
I was running around town like crazy. And then I thought in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know what she's going to do. She's going to get me something.
Did she?
Yeah. We both got new pillows.
Nice.
Which I don't know where she got them from, but ever since she got them, I sleep through I don't move around anymore. I just lay on this pillow. And it's the best pillow I've ever had. And then she got me a box of tequila. It's a big thing of tequila.
Nice.
I don't know how much it was, but I'm sure it was way more than I would ever spend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good. So I just kind of sip on that. It's a different.
It'll be gone by.
No,
it'll be gone by the end of the week.
No.
Stop asking like, I'm just sipping like rarity. You're like, this thing is going to be absolutely drained by Friday.
I had one glass on Friday night.
Okay.
Right. And it has a different unique flavor to it.
Okay.
And it's like really rich. This thing probably costs $300-400, Molly. This is not a cheap thing.
Wow.
Yes. And so I had it. And generally, when you drink that high end tequila, you can't really drink more than one because it's really the flavor is very rich.
Okay.
It's like I don't know. Is there any food you can just have one of? That's like sea bass. Sea bass can become really oily and rich that I can't really do a whole lot of sea bass.
Okay.
It's kind of like that. So anyway, I had one, and then I went to my other brand. And the other brand, and now it's night and day.
Isn't that wild?
It's night and day.
Like once you get a taste of the good stuff, you're like, dang, I thought I was drinking good before. You're like, oh, those champagne tastes sneak up on people real
Yeah, they
quick.
do. All right. So, happy anniversary to her. And, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Don't forget Tuesday, podcast drops also. That's the after party. And we'll motivate. Let's motivate.
The word of the day is Blur's Day. When you got no idea what day of the week it is or what you did yesterday. But here's what I do know. Whatever day it is, you show up, and that ain't nothing. That ain't zero, that's hero. So guzzle down your success juice and go own whatever the day it is.
There's your motivation. Take it, run. Don't forget about Fun-Plex. We'll see you again Wednesday. Have a safe day and do yourself good.